Morning, grade 11s. I just wanted to give you guys a couple of sample calculations for compound interest because I know they can be a little bit tricky. Not hard, just tricky to enter into your calculator. Okay, so I'm looking at the practice worksheet for compound interest as section 8.2, and I'm just looking at the first couple of questions. So I've written the important information for question number 1 on my whiteboard here. It's a $400 investment at 6% compounded annually for 5 years. Now this is the easiest one because everything is given to us as an annual interest. Annual interest rate compounded annually 5 years. So it's really straightforward calculation. The amount that it's going to be worth in 4 years is the $400, the original principal, times 1 plus the interest rate. Now you want to write the interest rate as a decimal. So 6% written as a decimal is 0.06. Don't forget the extra 0 there. A lot of people will often write 0.6. That's 60%. We only want 6%, so 0.06, and then raised to the power 5 for 5 years. All right, so that's 400 times 1.06. Just added those two together to the power 5. Now I go to my calculator, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to type in 1.06. I'm going to put that to the exponent 5, and I'm going to press equals so that I work out what 1.6 to the power 5 is. Then I'm going to type times 400, and I'll press equals again, and I get $535.29. Okay, second one, a little bit trickier because they gave us an interest rate and they said it's compounded monthly. So that makes a little bit of difference in how we calculate the interest, because instead of getting, what did they say, 1.2% per year, you get a little tiny bit each month. You get 1/12 of your interest for the year each month. But as soon as you get that interest, it starts earning interest too. So a little change to the calculation. This one is being calculated, it's $2,150 at 1.2% compounded monthly. And how long is this one? For 19 months. That's all the important information we need to make the calculation. So the future amount is going to be $2,150 times. Now remember, I said we get a little bit of the interest each month, right? So it's going to be 1 plus 0.012. That's my 1.2% written as a decimal. And I'm dividing that by 12. Why am I dividing it by 12? Because this is being compounded monthly. If it was quarterly, that would be 4 times. So it would be divided by 4. If it was weekly, it'd be 52 times in the year. So it'd be divided by 52. And then I want my exponent to be the number of months that the investment is left to compound. The question gave that straight up to us in months, 19. So it's going to be to the power 19. All right, so now I'm going over to my calculator, and I'm going to type in 1 plus 0.012 divided by 12, and press the equal sign to figure out what that's equal to. This is a good place to pause and then just write down something on your page as a step through the calculation. So it's 1.01001. And then to the exponent 19. I go back to my calculator, 1.001 is already on my screen, and so I press the to the exponent 19 button, and I press the equal sign. Figure out what that is, and then I go times 2,150, and I come up with $2,191.22. They didn't earn an awful lot of interest on this because low interest rate and not invested for a very long time. Okay, and then one more example for you. So this would be 1C. In this case, Okay, I have my numbers labeled wrong. That was actually 1C, sorry guys. And I'll do 1D. All right, so in this case, we are given an investment that's compounded quarterly. It's $10,800. $10,800. Ooh. It was 8.4%. Compounded quarterly. And this is lasting for 14 years. So good long investment. Okay, same idea. My future amount is going to be the original principal, $10,800, times 1 plus the interest rate, 0.084, write it as a decimal. And it's quarterly investment, so I'm dividing by 4. This time they didn't tell me how many quarters it was invested for. They told me it was invested for 14 years. So to figure out how many quarters that is, I multiply that by 4. So it's 14 times 4. All right, I'm going to go on my calculator and I'm going to work out inside the brackets first. So 10,800 times, on my calculator, 1 plus 0.084 divided by 4. Press the equal sign, gives me 1.021. And 14 times 4, I could do that on my calculator as well, gives me 56. Okay, now I go back, 1.021 to the power 56 times 10,800 gives us $34,588.21 at the end of that investment. That investment earned lots of interest because it has a nice high investment interest rate and is invested for a long period of time. Okay guys, I hope you're doing well. I hope that all of you are safe and healthy, and I hope you're enjoying the compound interest calculations. Take care, everybody.